we are going to check about the port that we already have in our server. So to listen, so first we have to check that this is our user. So connecting. Let's put our password. And we are going to type PowerShell. Netstat. Oh. So let's check a look. So in this case, we are going to have that, for example, these two, we are listening this port, but we are established this port. For example, these two. So what this the port 3389 and 49,697. So to check what it is, so we are going to go to the firewall and let's see what is that port, because we already have an established connection. So we are going um, to local port and we are going to listen. What are the, so let's have a look. 3389 is this TCP, what it is. So it's about the remote desktop. So this is that I already have the connection with my computer, so it's already working in that port. So the other one is this one, or maybe the 22. Let's see the 22. This one. What is this? It's because I already established that connection. So and let me see, 22. This one is the SSH server. So this is the connection through the to the PowerShell authentication. So and it's listening and established because it's already by remote desktop servers. So but what about another IP, like example, this one. I'm listening to the 50 to the 53. So what is the 53 here about? Let me see. TCP is the protocol TCP. Is that DNS? So we're already connected for the internet. So that's interesting. What about this one? 49.72.6. 49.72.6. Oh, it doesn't mention. Yeah, but it is look like it's redirected. Has to be it TCP has to be the redirection of our computer to the remote server. On this one has to be this. It is exactly is has to be about a certificate that TCP out. So has to be that about a credential that we already have. So that's interesting. So that's it. And they are working through that port in our computer. So but now let's check the service. So let's go to clean this. PowerShell again and get service. What service do we have? Again, we only have to evaluate these two services. The service of the Active Directory is running. So it's about the user that we already have. The other one could be the OneDrive, the one thing. This is the NTDS, Active Directory Domain Services. This is another service that is configured by Server Manager. So that's it. And what can I learn about this? It's about a service that we already have in our server. For example, we have this RPC endpoint mapper. And even we have the OpenSSH server service. That is the service that allows us to connect through the Windows servers through the command line. So we are learning that in addition about the port that we already have. So is that this service is listening through that port. So but this service is already launched in our service. So we can connect to this service to that port, and this service allows us to connect through the network, through the command line, and deploy and evaluate all the hell about our computer. So we can get about information about it. So it's like a reader, a report that we can get. So now let's see about creating the fire an inbound rule. So we are going to create a rule in the port 5,000, 50,000. We're going to create the name TCP only. And that's it. And we already create. So now we can disable so we can disable and enable both rule. And that's it. And now we are going to create a task that allows us to update the system automatically. So for that, we are going to create a basic task. The name with the name of Windows Update. Windows Update Automation. and it's going to be daily. So we can we are going to create a update our system daily. So it's daily, whatever is starting every day. So it's startup program. So for that we are going to create a script, and we already know that that is already on the system. So is the protocol is WUCLT. The argument should be detect now and update now, and then we are going to next. This is that's it. Let's see, and this is the creation, and we can run, and it's running. And that's it. Thanks for watching.